this right here, you bunch of prima donna ballerina mother.
Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp as we continue our off-season betting series here at SBRforum.com. We're less than a few weeks away from the start of the NFL preseason and training camp, and it is time to take a look at a couple of different bets that you can utilize very often in the NFL to give you much better profit potential, and that is teasers versus pleasers. And we'll start off with the teaser side of it, which is a much more, I think, attainable bet in most cases because the sportsbook is in fact giving you points in order to get you a better chance of parlaying together some teams. However, teasers are not just something you can blindly pick 2 or 3 teams at and be successful. You can't just pick 3 huge favorites, tease them down 6 points, and assume they're going to cover because they were such big favorites in the first place. You have to find key numbers in NFL betting, and those key numbers are as follows: 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, 13, etc. These are the most common final score margins in the NFL, 3 and 7 being the most important of those numbers. And if you can tease a number or a spread higher or lower, whichever one it is, if in case it is an underdog or if it is a favorite, and giving you a better potential of covering most of these numbers, or if not all of these numbers, that is a good teaser wager to make. For instance, a 2-team teaser is a payout pays the same as a straight wager at -110. And if you find a team that is at a -6 favorite and you want to tease them down to a pick'em, along with a team that could be a 4.5 point underdog, tease them all the way up to 10.5. Those are great wagers to make because with the 6 points you cover the 4 and the 3 points all the way down to a pick'em. So even if they win by 1 point, you still cover. And the +4.5 to +10.5 is a great wager because not only it covers 4, but it covers 6, 7, and 10 as well. So these are things you have to look for when you're betting teasers. Make sure you find numbers that you can tease successfully and cover some of these main scoring margins, which are again 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, 13, 14, etc. as they go along. However, when you're betting a teaser, remember that do not get carried away too much out of these. These are just like parlays almost. If you get past 3 or 4 teams, sometimes even 5 teams in the NFL, it's still a sucker bet. You need to keep them low. Multiple teasers instead of one big one are normally a pretty good way to keep your profits in your pocket. But we're going now to pleasers, which are a little bit different here, sometimes called reverse teasers in the NFL, and it is where you are taking the advantage that the sportsbooks were giving you and giving it right back to the sportsbooks in order to garner better odds. For instance, if you have a team who's a pick'em favorite and you want to put them in a pleaser, you have to make sure they cover at least a touchdown. If you have a team that's a 3-point favorite and you want to please them up, you have to make sure they cover at least a 9.5 point spread. You're giving points to the sports book in order to garner better odds in a pleaser, but for a pleaser the payouts are tremendous. However, it's much like a parlay or a teaser. If too many teams are included, it's normally a sucker bet, much in favor of the sports book. However, a 2-team pleaser is normally as high as you really need to go because in most instances in the NFL especially, now this is different in other sports, but in the NFL especially, it's really hard to get more than 2 teams in any consecutive week as a pleaser bet. But a 2-team pleaser payout is very good at +900. However, once you get up past 3 and 4 teams where the payouts are +6,000 and higher, it normally isn't going to play too much in your favor because a pleaser is extremely hard to bet. However, it is a very lucrative payout. But keep those numbers in mind when you're betting a teaser and a pleaser as well, and keep the team amounts down. You'll normally be a lot more successful than just blindly betting teasers and pleasers. But that'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out more of my off-season betting series here at SBR Forum. But until next time, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.